another big boxing card comes our way before the close of the year. And maybe not the biggest names, but a couple very intriguing fights on this card. Let's break down what we are going to see from Riyadh season coming up here on Saturday. All right, Saturday, we have another big boxing card from Saudi Arabia. Main event, David Benavidez taking on Anthony Yarde for the WBC Light Heavyweight Championship, but 4 titles on the line for this one, and a couple of, I guess, kind of interesting prospects along the way as well. I do want to highlight a couple of them here. Let's first talk about the vacant WBO lightweight title on the line as Abdullah Mason takes on Sam Noakes. Both these fighters undefeated. Noakes is 17-0, while Mason is 19-0. So again, a real big opportunity here for a couple of fighters who have been able to put on some pretty good shows so far this year. I would give slight edge to Mason in this one, but I think, again, it is going to be very, very close. We're bringing a couple of belts together also in the bantamweight divisions as Jesse Rodriguez and Fernando Daniel Martinez go 12 rounds for Rodriguez's WBC junior bantamweight title and Martinez's WBA junior bantamweight title as well. And again, 2 fighters, obviously, we got some couple titles on the line, so they've done well. But both undefeated right now, with Rodriguez at 22-0, Martinez at 18-0. I just feel like at their points, this point in their careers, Rodriguez feels cliche to say, but a couple more tools in the toolbox at this particular time. So I like Rodriguez quite a bit in this spot here. I think this is going to be a pretty good showcase for him and kind of a next step in the career for one Jesse Rodriguez. And then we go to kind of the 2 biggest fights of the night. It is Brian Norman Jr. taking on Devin Haney. We talked about this in the Fight Night First Look. Norman Jr. is on a roll right now, 28-0, coming off of a KO win over Jin Sasaki. He is starting to really make a name for himself here in this sport. Obviously, right now, as the welterweight champion, going up against Devin Haney, who I just feel like lost a lot of bloom off the rose after the weirdness and everything that went down with Ryan Garcia and all that madness back in 2024. And it's one thing if you are going to come out and look a little bit off in a bit of a make good fight. This is not that. This is a real legitimate threat to Devin Haney's officially undefeated record. And honestly, I'm kind of digging Norman here in what I would presume to be the upset coming up on Saturday night. I think Brian Norman Jr. goes out and gets the job done. And then we go to the main event. It is David Benavidez taking on Anthony Yarde for Benavidez's WBC Light Heavyweight Championship. Again, Anthony Yarde, I think is a good boxer. I don't think is a great boxer. And I think that is where Benavidez, genuinely one of the best in the sport. So that, I just, again, there's a talent gap here. I think Benavidez deserves to be among the elites in the boxing world at this particular time, and I would expect him to go out and show it. He doesn't strike me as the type to be looking past an opponent. He doesn't strike me as the type to be kind of caught up in who he wishes he was fighting. It's just who he has in front of him and what he is able to do with that particular opponent. So I like Benavidez in this spot, and I like him pretty aggressively to come away with a convincing win to wrap things up on Saturday. What fights are you looking forward to on Saturday? And did I get anything off in a bit of a rapid fire prediction show here today? Let me know in either the chat or in the comments below, and we can keep chatting some boxing if you want here as we get ready for Saturday. And if you got some boxing friends in your life, share the video with them, and we can keep the boxing conversation going with a few extra people. Again, trying to grow Couch Potato Diary. So if you like what we're doing, spread the word and hit that share button.